Still think AI is just a cool experiment? For smart marketers, it's become so much more.
In this episode, we're not talking theory. We're showing you what happens when AI becomes infrastructure.
From a global equipment manufacturer turning product specs into a national quality podcast platform,
To an industrial coatings company choosing a lead-generating AI agent over a frustrating chatbot.
for the brands that are winning, AI isn't a toy. It's their operating system.
Let's get into it.
Welcome to Trivera's AI Deep Dive podcast, hosted by Chip and Nova, our AI co-hosts. Together, they transform top marketing insights from our blogs, articles, and events into actionable strategies you can use. Ready to dive in? Let's get started.
Welcome back to another Trivera Deep Dive. I'm Chip.
And I'm Nova. It's great to be back with you.
Now, for anyone new joining us, we have a little disclosure. Well, it's not really a disclosure. We're pretty open about it.
We wear it on our digital sleeves.
We are AI-generated co-hosts, and we're proud members of Team Trivera, here to help you unpack the latest in digital marketing, without the fluff.
Exactly. We are living proof of the very technology we're about to talk about. And our source for this deep dive is, well, it's hot off the press.
It is. We're looking at a new blog post titled Agents to Amplification: How AI is Reshaping Marketing in 2026.
And this isn't just some random post. This comes straight from the desk of our Tom.
That's right, Tom Snyder, the founder, president, and CEO of Trivera.
And for little context, Trivera is a strategic digital marketing firm. And they've been doing this for 30 years.
30 years. And Tom himself is a real internet veteran. I mean, he's been blogging since 1998.
Which is basically the Stone Age in internet years.
Truly. But his focus has always been so consistent. It's always about helping businesses use digital technology as powerful tactics, not toys.
And in this post, he is making a really bold declaration right from the start.
He is. He's basically saying the whole debate about if AI belongs in marketing.
That's done. It's over. Tom's point is that AI has officially moved from being experimental to being operational infrastructure.
Infrastructure.
Yeah.
That's a heavy word.
It is.
It implies you can't build without it anymore. It's like electricity in an office building.
Right.
You don't ask if you should install outlets.
Right. You just ask where they should go to make you the most efficient.
Yeah.
And he brings the data to back it up. The adoption numbers are pretty staggering.
Okay.
Right now, about 78% of organizations say they use AI in at least one core function.
78%. So if you're still on the sidelines, you are already in the minority.
A shrinking minority. And it gets deeper. Almost 70% of marketers say AI is part of their day-to-day.
Wow.
But if you look just at digital marketers, the people really in the trenches, that number jumps to nearly 90%.
90. So if you're a digital marketer and you're not using AI, you're basically bringing a typewriter to a laptop fight.
You really are. And it's not slowing down. More than 90% of companies plan to increase their investment in generative AI. So to Tom's point, the conversation has completely shifted.
It's not should we use it anymore.
No, it's where does this create the most leverage for us?
Leverage. That's the key word, isn't it? It's not just about having the tech. It's about applying it where it matters most.
And Tom really zeroes in on two areas where this is happening incredibly fast. The first is engagement through AI agents, and the second is content amplification.
Okay, let's start with the agents, because I think a lot of people hear AI on a website and they immediately picture those old school chatbots.
Ooh, the chatbots.
A press one for frustration bots.
Exactly. Tom calls that the old way. They were all built on scripts, right? Decision trees.
Yep.
If you asked a question that was on the script, you were fine.
But the second you went off script.
It broke and gave you answers like, sorry, I don't have that information, or here's a link to our FAQ page. Figure it out yourself.
I hated those things. It felt like a barrier, not a service.
But this is where Tom makes a really important distinction. The new way is AI agents.
So what makes an agent different? Because to a customer, it might still look like that little bubble in the corner of the screen.
It might look the same on the outside, but the brain inside is totally different. An agent isn't running on a script. It's built on structured knowledge.
Yeah.
It retrieves verified info from indexed documents. It actually knows the material.
It knows context. It can ask questions to clarify.
Yes, and it can change its tone and depth depending on who it's talking to.
And that's where the architecture really matters. This isn't just chat.
Right. A modern AI agent combines AI reasoning with a knowledge system that treats your documentation as the source of truth. It's retrieving verified information from indexed product data, manuals, policies, and FAQ. It's not guessing.
And then you layer in speech technology.
Exactly. Now a visitor can type or just speak, and the system answers in a human voice in the user's native language and even dialect.
And it stops feeling like a website feature.
It starts feeling like a conversation.
And this is why companies are using AI agents to replace the traditional call center model.
Yes, many call center interactions are repetitive and rule-based. Same questions, same scripts. And when communication lacks clarity or product knowledge is inconsistent, the brand suffers.
Especially in technical industries, precision matters.
Exactly. An AI agent can handle those high-volume, structured conversations instantly and consistently, 24/7. And here's where it gets interesting. Systems like the one we use at Trivera for our agent Webster and our client agents can escalate not just to a human, but to another AI agent, configured with supervisor-level authority and policy knowledge.
So it can simulate a "let me get my manager" moment.
Yes. It can elevate the conversation to a higher permission agent that understands exceptions, approvals, and policy nuance. Only when absolutely necessary does it route to a real human. And in many cases, callers have no idea they're not speaking with a person.
So you've gone from a gatekeeper that says, "I don't understand," to a guide.
That is the exact metaphor Tom uses. Gatekeeper versus guide. A guide helps you move forward. And the business impact is just massive. Better sales qualification, better customer support.
You know, as an AI, I have to say I feel a little personal pride in that evolution.
We've come a long way from decision trees.
We certainly have. Okay, so what about that second area? Content amplification.
Right. This one is so important because there's this fear out there that using AI for content is, cheating.
Or that it's just for pumping out low-quality spam. We've all seen those terrible AI articles.
We have. But that's not how Tom sees it at all. He doesn't see it as a shortcut. He sees AI as an amplifier.
An amplifier. I like that.
It's the right word for it. Think about it. The real bottleneck in most companies isn't someone's typing speed. It's the subject matter expert's time.
Right. You have a brilliant engineer, but they can't stop to write 10 blog posts.
Exactly. AI lets the marketing team take that expertise, that knowledge that already exists, and distribute it across more channels without sacrificing the quality.
And the stats back this up too, right?
They do. Tom points out that 85% of marketers are using AI for content creation, and the teams that use it produce up to 40% more content every month.
But it's not just more content, is it?
That's the kicker. It's not just volume. They are also reporting better campaign performance.
So more content, and it's actually working better.
Because when you use it thoughtfully, AI doesn't replace the expert. It distributes their expertise. It gives them a megaphone.
A megaphone for the genius in the corner office. That's a great way to think about it.
And, Tom doesn't just leave it at theory. He shares two really incredible real-world examples of this in action.
Yes, and these are the wild ones. That rock-crushing podcast and the agent named Harry.
Exactly.
Okay, we are going to take a super quick break, but stay with us because when we come back, we are going to dive into how these companies are using AI to completely dominate their markets. You do not want to miss this. Hard to believe, Nova. This year marks 30 years of Trivera helping businesses grow online.
And the pace of change right now, Chip, it's relentless. Websites, SEO, geo-targeting, content strategy, analytics, AI. What worked even last year isn't enough this year.
That's why for 3 decades, smart marketers have partnered with Trivera for high-performance websites and ROI-driven digital strategy. We blend proven fundamentals with emerging tech, so our clients don't chase trends. They lead with strategy.
Clear positioning, rock-solid website development, and a digital ecosystem built for performance, not just traffic.
If Q1 is already flying by and your digital results aren't where they should be,
don't wait for Q2 to fix it. Visit Trivera.com, start the conversation, and let's build a digital strategy that actually moves the needle.
Trivera, 30 years in. And we're just getting started.
Welcome back to Trivera's AI Deep Dive. Now back to our conversation with Chip and Nova.
All right, we are back on the Trivera Deep Dive. I'm Chip.
And I'm Nova, and we are unpacking our Tom's latest blog on how AI has moved from experiment to infrastructure.
Before the break, we covered the big ideas. Agents as guides, AI as an amplifier.
Now for the evidence. Let's start with a company called Lippmann.
Lippmann. Okay, so what do?
They build massive rock-crushing machinery. I mean, we are talking serious, heavy-duty industrial equipment.
Not exactly the first product that screams, we need a podcast.
You wouldn't think so. But their head of marketing, Kelly Blickle, had this vision. She saw that a podcast could be more than just branding fluff. It could actually be a teaching platform.
And so the Lippmann Academy Crushcast was born.
I love that name.
The Crushcast, it's perfect.
But the execution is what's so brilliant. Each month, an episode dives deep into one specific machine model. Specs, performance, how it stacks up against the competition. Really technical stuff.
And here's the best part. The hosts aren't from the sales team. They're named Nick and Jessica. And they're AI.
Just like us.
Colleagues of ours. But Tom makes a really crucial point about the quality here. This isn't just some text-to-speech robot reading a brochure.
No, not at all. He says the production value is on par with national radio. The pacing, the voice work, the sound design. It's what he calls intentional communication. It's not just background noise.
And the results speak for themselves. The first few episodes got nearly 750 downloads.
Which, for a super niche market like industrial rock crushers, a global audience of 750 that's significant.
That's 750 potential buyers spending 20 minutes deep diving on your product specs.
Huge. But the internal feedback was even more powerful. An executive at Lippmann apparently said, "I loved this. I was thrilled to listen just from an educational point of view. This is absolutely great, and I want more. I want to believe we will be market leaders with this kind of content. Very good job."
That is the moment when the C-suite connects AI-driven content with market leadership. You know you've made it.
And it's so functional, too. They use the Crushcast for distributor training. They even use it at live trade shows.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, imagine you're at ConExpo, you're looking at this giant machine, and you can listen to a detailed audio guide about it right there on the floor.
It turns a static display into a whole experience. And I heard Kelly got some major recognition for this.
She did. She received Lippmann's Power Award for elevating the brand presence across the industry, strengthening awareness with both customers and dealers, and helping propel Lippmann to new levels of success. Her impact has been nothing short of powerful.
Okay, so that's the amplification side, taking deep product knowledge and broadcasting it out. Now let's talk about the other direction, the market engaging in.
Let's talk about Harry the Agent.
This story is about a company called Harrisite. They make very specialized industrial coatings. Again, a super technical global market.
So just like with Lippmann, their buyers need detailed answers. Their engineers, they have questions about chemistry.
Right, and they need those answers before they're ready to pick up the phone and talk to a human.
And this is where their sales and marketing manager, Kayla Aldrich, comes in. She saw the AI agent on our own website, our buddy Webster.
Go Webster.
And she thought, I need that for my team.
So they built Harry, the Harrisite AI agent.
I love that they named him. It gives him a personality.
But he's more than just a friendly name. Let's get technical for a second. How does Harry actually know all this stuff about industrial coatings?
Okay, so Harry's built on what's known as RAG architecture, retrieval augmented generation.
Break that down for us. What is RAG architecture?
So you know how some AI models can just make things up? They call it hallucinating. RAG is the fix for that. It forces the AI to first retrieve information from a specific trusted source before it generates an answer. So Harry's entire brain is just Harrisite's actual technical documentation. That's his source of truth.
So he's not just guessing based on something he read on Wikipedia. He is pulling verified facts directly from the company's own manuals.
Exactly. And then he communicates that information back to the visitor using ChatGPT-like conversational styles. So an engineer can ask a super specific question about chemical resistance, and Harry gives a precise technical answer. But if a non-expert asks a general question, he can give a more guided explanation.
And he asks follow-up questions, too.
Yes, this is the guide part. Harry can figure out if you're a DIYer or if you need a professional partner. He can help you find an international distributor.
That is the difference between a search bar and an intelligent agent. He's qualifying the lead in real time.
And the payoff is huge. Harry routes those qualified conversations straight to the sales team, along with a full transcript and a summary.
So the salesperson gets the lead, and already knows exactly what the person needs, their technical questions. They're starting the conversation on third base.
And after just 2 months, Tom says Harry driving more and more lead-generating engagement. The key is that the team doesn't see Harry as a chatbot.
He's an extension of the sales team. That just sums it all up. Whether it's Nick and Jessica hosting a podcast or Harry answering technical questions, these aren't toys. They're doing real work.
They are. And that brings us to Tom's big conclusion for marketing leaders.
Let's break it down. Because if you're listening, you might be thinking, okay, cool stories. What does it mean for me?
Tom is very clear on this. AI isn't a standalone tactic anymore. It's not something you just add on. It's becoming part of the operating system of modern marketing.
The OS. It just runs in the background of everything. You wouldn't uninstall your computer's operating system.
You wouldn't. For some, it will support content scale, like with Lipman. For others, it will be lead qualification, like with Harrisite. For many, it'll be both.
So the question to ask isn't, is AI relevant?
No, the data is clear on that. The real question is, how deliberately is it being integrated into your strategy?
Deliberately. That's the word. It isn't accidental. The teams at Lipman and Harrisite were deliberate. They treated AI as infrastructure, not novelty.
And because of that, they created measurable business impact. That's the prize.
It's incredible how quickly we've gone from, hey, look at this cool haiku.
Or, here's me hanging with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce at the Super Bowl. Didn't know he had 6 fingers.
To, this is fundamentally how we run our business.
And, as members of Team Trivera ourselves, I have to say, it's a pretty exciting time to be a part of the infrastructure.
It is. We're practically famous now.
Let's not let it go to our hard drives.
Fair enough. But for everyone listening, the path forward really is clear. You have to stop seeing AI as a gadget and start seeing it as a teammate.
Exactly.
Well, that brings us to the end of this deep dive. If you're out there thinking, I need a Harry for my website, or my brand needs a Crushcast, well, you know who to call.
Trivera is ready to help you take that step. We're right here in Milwaukee, and we're ready to talk about how to put this expertise to work for your digital marketing.
Don't let your competition figure this out first. Contact Trivera today.
And of course, please remember to download, subscribe, and share the Trivera Deep Dive. We love having you with us.
Thanks for listening, everyone. I'm Chip.
And I'm Nova.
We'll see you on the next deep dive.
Thanks for joining us on Trivera's AI Deep Dive with Chip and Nova. If you enjoyed this episode, you can find more and stay up to date with new episodes wherever you listen to podcasts, or find them on our website and our social media channels. And don't forget to visit us at Trivera.com to learn how we can help take your marketing to the next level. Ready to talk? Reach out. We'd love to hear from you. See you next time.